Officially, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all to the Journalists and Writers Foundation Global Youth Leadership Program 2025. My name is Mehmet Kilic. I'm the president of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, which is an international civil society organization dedicated to the culture of peace, human rights, and sustainable development. The JWF is a nonprofit organization based in New York, in the US, and we are also associated with the United Nations Department of Global Communications. Today, we are so excited to have a cohort of 38 youth leaders from 16 different countries, including Afghanistan, Albania, Cambodia, Canada, Denmark, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kyrgyzstan, Philippines, Romania, Russia, Turkey, United Kingdom, and the United States of America. So we welcome you all on board. And I would like to just brief you about the Global Youth Leadership Program, which is a dynamic leadership initiative that is dedicated to empowering youth leaders, just like yourselves, who are committed to fostering positive change in the world. Over the course of 6 interactive sessions, you will have the privilege of learning from professionals, experts, and exceptional role models who have made significant work in driving change within their local communities at local, national, or global scales. Now, I would like to introduce our team members who have been instrumental in putting this program together. I have to say that without their support and dedication, this program wouldn't be possible. So now I would like to, give the floor to my colleague, Cemre Ulker, first.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mehmet. Greetings, everyone. Once again, I join in Mehmet's remarks in welcoming you all from many, many different countries. It's always joyful for us to reunite with young professionals, youth leaders, to advance sustainable development and accomplish the JWF's mission together. I'm Cemre Ulker, representative of the Journalists and Writers Foundation to the United Nations Department of Global Communications. At JWF, over the last decade, I have been leading our global initiatives, platforms that we create at the United Nations to promote the culture of peace, human rights, and sustainable development. And we aim to bring the best practices of young leaders, women human rights defenders, our global partners, civil society organizations, to the different agencies of the UN. And as a human rights advocate, my interest area is to monitor civil and political rights violations, work on gender-sensitive implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, with a particular focus, I would say, on peaceful, just institutions and global partnerships. I have also served at the UNITARS, United Nations Institute on Training and Research, their global diplomacy initiative, lecturing on the intersectionality of press freedom and violations that women human rights defenders are encountering. So once again, thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to be a part of this program, and I look forward to engaging with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Cemre, for joining us. And now I would like to give the floor to Ervin Nina. He's a human rights lawyer, international human rights lawyer, and also he's our senior advisor on human rights and United Nations mechanisms. You have the floor, Ervin.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. My name is Ervin, and I'm an attorney here in New York. I have been involved in the past since 2000 in the implementation of Millennium Development Goals, which preceded the Sustainable Development Goals. And then I was an active participant in the negotiations in 2015 of the SDGs, and it's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Ervin, for joining us. Now I would like to give the floor to our Global Youth Coordinator, Mr. Mehmet Büyükçombak. You have the floor.
Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are very excited because I am very excited. This is the first meeting of the new year for you. I just want to thank Journalists and Writers Foundation for last year. They did a great job. Now we have lots of mentors about this leadership program. Finished a 12 months program last year, and now this is the new beginning for you. I hope you will learn a lot. The everything that I can say is to thank Mr. Mehmet, Ms. Cemre, and Mr. Erwin for this great opportunity you gave to our youth. Thank you very much.
We also thank you for building the bridge because Mr. Büyükçombak is the bridge between us and you. So without their help, we wouldn't be able to reach out to you because you are a select group of youth leaders. So we thank you so much for that. Now I would like to give the floor to Mr. John Sercan, who is the USA youth leader. You have the floor.
Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for invited. I first of all welcome to Global Youth Leadership Program. It's amazing to you all here, young change makers, future leaders, and inspiring individuals who are ready to make the difference. The very important decision section, the section for the leadership, and while discussing the key topic. Thank you so much. I also wanted to express my sincere gratitude to each every one of you the dedicated your valuable time to this program. Thank you so much. A special thank you organization community and the entire team who have worked to make this program. Your dedicated and hard work we are what make the experience for you because the old way change is the your hands the all youth member. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your support as well. You are organizing young people in North America, including Canada and the USA. So we are so grateful that we have youth leaders from North America. Now, I would like to welcome our alumni of the Global Youth Leadership Program from 2024 to share their experiences and insights about the program. Now, I would like to give the floor to Ashley Kitisha, our youth representative from Kenya. She is a professional, actually, young professional, not only our youth representative. Ashley?
Thank you very much, Mehmet. And it is wonderful to see you all, very great, wonderful people, and embarking on this journey with the Journalists and Writers Foundation. And indeed, being and participating in this call makes me nostalgic, just looking back at the amazing year that I also experienced with JWF. First, a little bit about me. My name is Kitisha. I am based in Kenya, that is within the East African region. And I am a lawyer by training, working in climate issues and also working with a faith-based organization called Loud Advocacy Movement. And so I embarked on this training to particularly deepen my understanding about global leadership and to better understand what is out there and how I can be able to contribute more effectively to the SDGs and also to be able to connect with like-minded individuals. The JWF course was indeed one that was very informative. Every session was adding more knowledge to what seemed to be a very complex system of the international world and also in particular the UN. I particularly would like to appreciate the guidance of the team when it came to working on the World Interfaith Family Week in which I participated and created very interesting campaigns, and that really kickstarted my creativity in collaborating, especially in a virtual setting with some of my colleagues and fellow participants within the training. I have been so privileged and lucky to also interact with diverse young people, different ages, different experiences, and worked together also on various campaigns, particularly on climate. We also worked on campaigns to do with peace building. So those are the two thematic areas that I chose to contribute to, and we continue to have that relationship and following up I think you will be invited on one of the key events that we will have next month for the World Family Week. So yeah, the training was really great. I highly encourage all of you to participate and take the modules very seriously and commit yourself early on. Indeed, we get busy throughout the year, but it's good to remain consistent and focused on ensuring that you participate in as much meetings as you can, so that you're able to really harness the time, and it really does fly by. And also be open to opportunities, be open and inquisitive to various ideas, and definitely Cemre and Mehmet will be one of the greatest assets that you will have in terms of also sharing their experiences and their knowledge. And so this platform is really, really great. Maybe I hand it back over to you, Mehmet, and in case there's any other questions, free to answer that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for this wonderful, insights and reflections from last year. And we are so happy to have you, and we would like to have you as a mentor for our new participants. And Ashley was very much interested in climate change, and she participates in COP climate summits, and she was one of the leaders of the working group on climate change in our group. So she will be with us. Now, I would like to give the floor to our next alumni, Maid Sejdic from Bosnia-Herzegovina. So we would like to hear from your experience, Maid.
Thank you, Mehmet. First, I want to say hi to everybody. I think Ashley said the most things I wanted to say, but yeah, I will fill up the gaps that I think she didn't say. First, my name is Maid Sejdic. I'm from Bosnia-Herzegovina, and I serve as coordinator of youth activities in Fondacija Proljeće. In 2024, I had a privilege to participate in the Global Youth Leadership Program by Journalists and Writers Foundation. Through this program, I engaged with global leaders, experts, and peers of diverse backgrounds. These interactions enriched my understanding of critical global issues and equipped me with essential leadership, teamwork, and communication skills. The emphasis on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals provided a comprehensive framework to address pressing social, economic, and environmental challenges. I think one of the highlights of my Global Youth Leadership Program was collaborating with my group on a project focused on economic development. This endeavor required us to design innovative solutions to foster sustainable economic growth in the underserved communities. Through this process, I learned the importance of empathy, active listening, and inclusive decision-making. Furthermore, I also had a privilege through Global Youth Leadership Program to attend SDGs conference in New York. And that was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. It was a great privilege, and I met a lot of experts from different parts of the world. The conference served as a high-level platform to assess and promote SDGs as the key enabler of the 2030 agenda. Through Global Youth Leadership Program, I also had opportunity to connect with a network of inspiring individuals that promote positive changes. In conclusion, my experience in Global Youth Leadership Program has been transformative. It has deepened my understanding of global issues, honed my leadership skills, and I have left the Global Youth Leadership Program with new kind of commitment that drives me to be the positive change in my community and beyond. So Thank you all.
Thank you, Maid, for your joining us with us today. And again, just like Maid, we would like to encourage you to join and participate in global conferences, global platforms. So that's what we're doing. And Maid participate in the UNGA conference in September. Now, I would like to give the floor to our other alumni, Beyza, our youth representative from Germany.
Hello, everyone. I'm Beyza. A little bit about me first. I'm from Turkey, but I'm studying in Germany and joining from Germany. I'm studying political sciences and economy. I hope it's not going to be a drop in quality after the wonderful things Ashley and Mike said, but the experience of this program for me was especially week by week, we had experts from many different working areas with many different experiences that they shared with us. And we delved through different SDGs throughout these weeks. And I've had few courses as I'm studying on SDGs, but hearing from the experts on these areas, hearing their experiences and what they do to achieve these goals gave me an insight in like, oh, okay, so how that's how it works practically. That's a area that I can work in. Or I don't know, they also shared their backgrounds in life, and they came from many different backgrounds, from many different countries. That also made me think, okay, if they achieved their goals through these works, maybe I can as well. So I found that very beneficial for myself. We also had working groups later on the program, which I had many schedule conflicts during that time, something I really regret. So I would advise all of you to really keep up with everything, because it's going to be really worth it at the end. Also, I found the insights Mehmet and Cemre gave on the pages and opportunities at UN. So how you're going to apply to practical traineeships, how you're going to apply to traineeships or other programs. And they also guide you through applying processes, or if you get it, how you're gonna be keeping up with that as well. So that's also a great opportunity to have at hand, you know, these experts on these areas. Yeah, that was pretty much for me.
Thank you, Beyza, for sharing your reflections and insights about the program. We are so happy to see you again. Now, I would like to give the floor to Cemre, my colleague Cemre, and we would like to hear from you, our new Global Youth Leadership participants. Cemre, you have the floor.
Thank you so much to our alumni. I think everybody brought in a different perspective to the table. That was great to hear your firsthand experiences from last year's Global Youth Leadership Program. So now I would like to take an opportunity, you know, to get to know you all. And as we are almost 30 people, let's have this quick. All we need to hear from you is your full name, your country of origin, or if you're studying at elsewhere, please note that as well. And what you're doing currently. Are you a student? In which major you're studying? Or if you're a young professional, please let us know about your work very briefly, maybe 1 minute or 2 max. So I'll take the floor as I read the names out in the line that I see in my Zoom screen. So let's start with Burak. I see Burak Yalvaç from US. You have the floor.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. So I'm Burak Yalvaç. Right now I reside in the USA, but originally I'm Turkish ethnically, but I was born in South Africa, Johannesburg. Right now I'm a student in the University of Akron, and I'm studying electrical engineering.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much. Moving on with Ranang DM from Cambodia. You can unmute yourself.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you for your thank you for your time. I'm Ranang. I'm from Indonesia. Right now I study in Cambodia. My major is civil engineering. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. So we started with science majors at a social platform. I really love to see the merge of different disciplines because that is what we will be talking about too, intersectionality between different disciplines to uphold UN's goals and sustainable development as well. Wonderful. Gülnar Gültekin from UK.
Hi everyone, my name is Gülnar. I'm original from Turkey, but I live in the UK and I'm currently a university student and my major is international politics and sociology.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Moving on with Firdes, coming back to US. You have the floor.
Hello everyone, my name is Firdev Stilekci. I reside in the USA. I'm currently a freshman in college and I'm majoring in political science at UC San Diego. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for this. I have Elisa Nur Aslan from UK. Next in line.
Hello. Sorry for my voice. I'm a bit ill.
No problem.
I live in UK, in London, but originally I'm from Turkey as well, from the Gülnar. I studied chemistry, but now I changed my major and I'm studying economics in London, University of London. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elisa. Get well soon. Next, I have Nuraisha Zumabai from Cambodia again, another colleague.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Nuraisha Jumabai. I'm from originally Kazakhstan and I'm studying abroad in Cambodia. Third year student majoring in business administrations. My university is Paragon International University, and yeah, that's all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Wonderful to hear that many of you are already experienced in embracing international exchange programs, born in different places, but now taking the life on in other countries. I'm pretty sure you will have many great insights to share with us as well. Thank you. Ishak Mutlu from US.
Hello everyone, my name is Ishak Mutlu. I was born here in the United States, but I'm ethnically from Turkey. I'm studying cybersecurity here at Northern Virginia Community College. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ishak. And I did my 2 years in Nova as well. So we are alumni. Hello. I did my 2 years of bachelor degree in economics at Nova. Welcome on board. Bengisu Önkal from Canada.
Hi everyone. So my name is Kitisha and I'm originally from Turkey as well, but I've been living in Canada for the last 6 years. My major is human rights and equity studies. So I can say about myself.
Thank you. Thank you, Bengisu. Moving on, I see Melek Özel from Denmark this time.
Yes, hi, I hope you can hear me. I'm Melek. I was born and raised in Denmark, but I'm also ethnically Turkish. And I'm currently studying in Denmark. My major is cyber technology at the Technical University of Denmark.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Trending majors we have on board. Thank you so much. Mohammed Zaki from Indonesia.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. My name is Muhammad Zaki Baitwan. People call me Zaki. I am a second year university student majoring in comparative fiqh, or it is also known as comparative of Islamic law methodology. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a relevant major as we have the World Interfaith Week coming ahead of us. We'll be talking about that as well. Thank you. Welcome on board. Madina Latpova from Cambodia again, I believe. Yes, go ahead.
Hello everyone. I am Madina and I'm from Russia. Ethnically, I'm Tatar. It's ethnicity that lives inside of Russia, in central part of Russia. So now I'm currently in Cambodia, but before I also have lived in South Africa. So now I'm in Cambodia and my major is international relations. But I also studying online in Moscow, and my second major is pedagogy. But now, as a second major, I'm studying my international relations in Cambodia in the International University of Paragon. So yeah, I'm so happy to participate in this forum. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Madina. You're a global citizen already. Welcome on board. Thank you. Well, let's move on with Gülnur Gürsoy from Romania.
Hello everyone, I'm Gülnur Gürsoy, originally Turkish, but born and raised in Bosnia, but I'm currently living in Romania. I'm studying computer science for economics, combining my passion for both technology and business. And alongside my studies, I work part-time as a process associate in ad relevance, helping improve digital experiences. And I'm also volunteer at Advos Youth Department, where I support initiatives for youth empowerment and leadership. And I'm very excited to meet you all and be in this journey together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Gülnur. We're pleased to have young professionals on board. Jeffrey Aris Munandar, Indonesia.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Aris Munandar. I am a student at Semarang State University. I'm from Indonesia and majoring in English education. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I see Meryem Yiğit from Canada. Good morning.
Hi, my name is Meryem. I'm from Turkey, but actually I'm studying in Canada right now. I already finished hospitality, hotel and restaurants, and currently I'm studying for culinary management.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good to have you. Isara, Pantong, Thailand.
Yes, good evening from Bangkok, Thailand. Here, my name is Isara Pantong. I am a fresh graduate from Thammasat University, majoring in international relations. I'm starting to be a part of a civil society organization focusing on social development.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next, Arduv Rosieva, Cambodia.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for having me on board. I'm originally from Turkmenistan, but currently living in Cambodia. I actually graduated from university in 2022, by major TESOL, and now I'm working at the international schools. As I see, most of us here are students, and I'm thinking, am I already old to join this program? But I hope to have a wonderful journey together on this program. Thank you.
Thank you. A great note. Well, the spectrum of this program welcomes anyone, and the UN defines young professionals till the age of 32. So I believe most of us are good to go, no problem. Welcome on board. Isnaini from Indonesia
thank you.
again. Hi.
Yeah, I'm Isnaini from Indonesia. I study in University in Indonesia, majoring English Education Department. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you so much. Next, I have another friend from Indonesia, Raut Pazut Zahran. If you're available, please unmute yourself. Okay. You can always come back later when you're available to unmute yourself. So moving on, Alexander Stefan from Philippines this time.
Hello, I'm Alexander. I'm currently studying physics in the Ateneo de Manila University. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Back to US, Nilüfer Sürmen.
Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me good.
Yes.
I'm originally from Turkey, but I'm joining from Houston, Texas. I'm currently studying English language and literature at the University of Houston. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nilüfer. I have Alina from Canada next in line. If you're available, please unmute yourself. All right, no problem. She's at a place, I believe, where she cannot unmute. That's okay. Good to have you, Alina. And Basir Amiri from Afghanistan.
Hello, everyone. This is Basir Amiri. I am from Afghanistan, and right now I'm residing in Afghanistan. I have done my bachelor degree in law and political science, and currently I'm doing my master degree in business administration.
Thank you so much. Wonderful to have you. I think now Rayut Hatuz is available to speak.
Oh, yes. First of all, I'm sorry. I think I missed your calling, but
That's fine.
here I am now. And second of all, I'm sorry that I'm unable to have my video on because of some situations that I have. So, hello, everybody. My name is Raudatu Zahra. I know it's hard to pronounce for all of you, so I will go by Oza for my
Oza.
nickname. Yeah, Oza. It's okay. I'm on my third year of university, majoring in communication science. It's such a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think we're done for now. If you have any new colleagues in session 2 or later joining us, please keep us posted. But it's thrilled to have you guys from different disciplines, perspectives. We have had cybersecurity majors, business majors, engineers on board, interfaith leaders, pedagogy majors, international relations, literature, you name it. Perfect. Thank you so much for your brief interventions. And I think we're doing okay on time management as well. Good to see that. And now we're going to proceed with our program. Coming up with some introduction of the themes that we will be covering. We'll be speaking on sustainable development goals, and I'll be taking you over some resources as a part of our session 1. Over to you, Mehmet.
Thank you again, and a big welcome again. So this is our first session of the Global Youth Leadership Program, and I would like to just provide you some overview. We have already shared this document with you, but just want to go over it. Again, just very briefly, JWF is a nonprofit based in New York, and we are associated with the United Nations Department of Global Communications. And our team is myself, Cemre Ulker, our UN representative. Erwin Nina is our senior advisor, and Priyanka Chahal is our program associate. And we are associated and accredited by the United Nations. And for this program, we have 38 youth leaders from 16 countries, which we have already mentioned. Now, I would like to just go over the program. So as I said earlier, this is a 6-month program. And each month we will be focusing on different areas and focusing on, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And this welcome session, it will be more orientation, and we will be talking about the opportunities at United Nations. And the second session, we will be talking about women's empowerment and gender equality, girls' education, which is an important, time at United Nations. And the third session will be global youth leadership and empowerment programs, and we will provide you different global platforms that you can participate, and we will nominate you as speakers or moderators so that you can have this experience as a speaker or a moderator. The The next session, the session 4, will be about human rights, peace, and conflict resolution, as we are experiencing so many conflicts and wars, and how are we going to ensure peace and security, and how can we ensure sustainable development based on peace and conflict resolution. Session 5 will be about action to combat climate change, as we are experiencing all over the world, locally and globally, climate change is impacting our urban life, our environment, and also economy. So how are we going to combat climate change? And we will provide the opportunities how to participate the climate summit. And next one will be in Brazil. So we will provide more information on that. Session 6 will be about interfaith and civil society contributions. Again, without peace and security, without building peaceful and inclusive societies, there is no sustainable development. So that's why we will be talking about how interfaith community and civil society contributes to sustainable peace and development. And after 6 sessions, we will have a graduation, and we will have this ceremony, and we will hear from your reflections. But this is not it, of course. We have some expectations from you guys. This is an hands-on learning experience. So we would like our participants and yourselves to write at least one blog post on one of the Global Youth Leadership Program teams. So just keep in mind that you can decide now or later, the themes, whichever is dear to you or that you're interested. We would like you to be a writer, okay? Write an article. It could be 1,000 to 1,200 words, and it will be published on our blog. All right, so it will be published, and so we are kind of like building some resume for you. So you're writing articles, and that is being published on our website, and we will make sure that it is being disseminated in our social platforms as well, so social media platforms. The second expectation is during the the course of this program, we expect you to attend at least 2 in-person events on human rights or sustainable development within your locations. Okay, wherever you are, we would like you to participate in 2 in-person events, and we encourage you to later on share your outcomes of this engagement, maybe like 3-5 minutes reflections with the rest of the group. All right, and if attending an in-person event is not available, is not convenient, then you can participate maybe an online event and take some notes and share your reflections about these programs with the rest of the group. And the third expectation, again, this is to to empower you to organize events. So we will be forming working groups, and these working groups will come up with some projects, and these projects will be on a different variety of topics. Could be human rights, could be sustainable development, economic development, whatever. So we will be encouraging you to organize an in-person or online panel discussions. Just on the right-hand side, you see 3 examples, or you could be interviewing some people, and you can be recording these interviews. Those interviews can be published as well. Or you can just do some research on a topic of interest, and you can come up maybe some infographics or some social media engagements. And lastly, I think this is an amazing opportunity. We organize SDGs conference in September in New York. Maybe if one of your projects is really promising, really great, maybe we can invite you to share this project as a youth-led initiative at the United Nations. Just on the right-hand side, we have this Interfaith Voices for Peace and Justice. So this is a part of the working group, project. Just below that, we have the children's rights and empowerment. So again, our alumni talked about this topic on a Zoom event. And on the bottom, we have COP29, which climate summit, held in Baku, Azerbaijan. So we have 2 colleagues, they went there, they interviewed people, and those interviews have been published in our social media and YouTube account. So what are some of the program goals? So you will be able to meet with professionals and experts from the United Nations and other global platforms. So you will learn from their experiences. all right, and how their career and academic path was. And this program also aims to foster experiential learning through youth-led projects. So we would like to encourage you to come up with some projects, and we will help you to implement these projects. And you will be learning knowledge, okay, and skills, develop skills, and we would like to help you to put those knowledge and skills into practice through field work on social, economic, political, or environmental issues. This way, you will be able to contribute to sustainable peace and development. And as you can see on the bottom, so we have amazing professionals, young experts from different parts of the world who have contributed to, to the sustainable development goals. And what are the outcomes? So you will learn practical knowledge and experience from the experts and professionals. So you will gain access to a network of diplomats, professionals, and experts. So it's good to have this network so that you can reach out to them and you can ask questions and you can build up your resume. And you will actively participate in global events and take action, just like Maid and Ashley said. We would like to encourage you and help you participate in UNGA, ECOSOC, or COP Climate Summit and other World Economic Forum based on your location and availability. We will encourage you and we will speak to your global coordinators to make that happen. And at the end of the event, you will receive a certificate of participation completion, which you can publish this on your social media, and this is like a great accomplishment at the end of this program. Just to let you know, as our former alumni mentioned, we will have 6 working groups. So based on your interest or based on your career planning or academic studies, you can be a part of the climate action group or interfaith working group, human rights working group, quality education, global health, or economic development working group. So we will have mentors for each group, and we will select, you will vote and select leaders for each action group, and we will encourage you to meet and come up with some projects. For example, this is a project that our former alumni, they came up with, Interfaith Voices for Peace and Justice. So one of the phases was to raise awareness on social platforms and organizing an online event. So now on February 12th, during the World Interfaith Harmony Week, this is an important time at the UN. So they will be organizing this online event. And these are actually, as you can see, and these are our alumni from 2024. So when you come up with these projects, so you will be able to, implement this throughout the year. This is another project on interfaith. This is another project on economic development. And this is another project on clean cooking initiative in Nigeria and Kenya. So this is another way how we can implement. Now, my part has ended, so I will, hand over the mic to my colleague, Irvin. But however, he will be talking about sustainable development goals. But we wanted to, show just a video about sustainable development is a beginning. Let's start with this, and then he will provide us more information on that.
We can be.
We must be
The first generation to end extreme poverty.
The generation
Most determined
to fight injustice and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done. The global goals.
A 15-year plan
For everyone, everywhere.
with no one left behind. We will live in a world
Where nobody
anywhere
Lives in extreme poverty.
where no one
goes hungry.
where no one
Wakes in the morning.
Asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die.
Diseases we know how to cure. And where proper health care
Is a lifelong right for us all.
We will live in a world where
Everyone
goes to school.
And education gives us the knowledge
And skills.
For a fulfilling life.
We will live in a world where all girls and all women have equal opportunities
to thrive
And be powerful
and safe.
We cannot succeed if half the world is headed down.
We will live in a world
where all people can get clean water
and proper toilets
at home,
at school, and at work.
We will live in a world where there is sustainable energy for everyone.
Heat, light, and power for the whole planet.
Without destroying the planet.
We'll live in a world where economies prosper.
A new wealth
leads to decent jobs
for everyone.
And we will live in a world where our industry,
our infrastructure, and our
best innovations
are not just used to make money, but to make all our lives better.
We will live in a world
where prejudices and extremes of inequality
are defeated
inside our countries
and between different countries.
Where people live in cities and communities
that are safe, progressive,
and support everyone who lives there.
Where we replace
what we consume, planet where we put back what we take out of the earth.
We live in a world that is decisively rolling back the threat of climate
change. Where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas. We'll restore and protect
life on land,
the forests,
animals, the earth itself.
With peace between and inside countries.
Where all governments are open.
And answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
With everyone equal before the law.
Where all countries and we their people
work together
in partnerships of all kinds
to make these goals a reality
for everyone, everywhere.
These are the United Nations global goals
for sustainable development.
Let's get to work.
Let's make it happen.
All right, now I have the pleasure of welcoming Mr. Erwin Nina, who is a senior advisor to the JWF. But just a brief background: he was a former diplomat at the United Nations for so many years. He was a career diplomat. He served his country. He represented his country in Geneva, in New York, at NADA, and he has so much experience in international relations, global affairs, and the United Nations. So you have the floor, sir.
Thank you so much, dear Mehmet, and thank you so much indeed for this opportunity. I was very pleased to see Ashley, Maid, and Beyza, and to hear from them on their experience. And I hope everybody else joining this program will have this good or indeed better opportunities and to learn something about the international systems and all the topics that you have properly developed in this program. But let me just briefly, focus on the SDGs because, as I mentioned in the beginning, the point is that since 2000 I was indeed involved in the implementation of the SDGs. It was then called Millennium Development Goals, or MDGs, and I was not actually involved in the development of these goals, of these 8 goals, but I was very actively involved in their implementation. So just as a background, because I think we have to go to the bottom of this and to be as more understandable as possible and simple as possible, as a matter of fact. Now, back in 2000, there were 8 international goals that the United Nations established to address global development challenges. So these development goals, as a matter of fact, these 8 development goals, and do remember, please, we have now 17 with the SDGs. So they were pretty much reflecting the realities of that time, and let me briefly go through them. The goals were to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, AIDS, and then ensure environmental sustainability, and finally develop a universal partnership for development. Now, as you might understand, these goals, as a matter of fact, were to be achieved by 2015. Now, what did that mean? I mean, in this 15 years time frame, it meant basically that we had so many priorities, and then we had so many actors and stakeholders, both state and non-state stakeholders, NGOs and intergovernmental organizations working on these goals, but everything might have been a little bit not coordinated. So in establishing these 8 goals, the international community was basically setting these 8 goals as the primary objectives to be achieved by 2015 because of their importance. So by 2015, when we had the Sustainable Development Goals, there was indeed significant reduction in poverty, hunger, and disease. There was improved education. We were able to have, mostly in most of the countries, more healthcare access in low-income countries especially. We had stronger international partnerships for development. But then, of course, there were also some challenges. And as you might understand, the progress was not equal. And some countries were lagging behind for many reasons. Climate change was not included fully there and was not addressed properly. And then the Millennium Development Goals did not address human rights, governance, and sustainability. So what basically the SDGs, and as I mentioned, I was involved in the negotiations here in New York in 2015 to basically devise and develop those Sustainable Development Goals, were to include those original 8 objectives in a different form as appropriate, but also to have other global challenges as objectives to be achieved by 2030. So we had, in addition to poverty, inequality, we had climate change, and then very interestingly, we had also some other areas to focus, especially, and I want to kind of very briefly focus on SDG or Sustainable Development Goal 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And this is not only because I'm a lawyer, but I believe strongly that that basically it is very important for all the other objectives and goals that we have inclusive societies that ensure access to justice, that are able to build effective and accountable institutions. And I do believe that the rule of law is basically key to reduce violence, to develop inclusive decision making, and to actually fight corruption, which is, I think, very important in every country. So this is why I believe that basically peace and justice are essential for sustainable development in the end, and then human rights protection fosters stability and progress in any case. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the anti-corruption, the importance of having these anti-corruption efforts in order to have peace and justice. So what are, during this time, since 2015, there has been progress in this SDG 16. But then there are still some new challenges which emerge every time, as you can understand. I mean, we can watch that in the news every day, which is, for example, the emergence of new armed conflicts, lack of access in many countries to justice, and endemic corruption, and but then in many countries, as we have all witnessed, there is some progress in terms of legal reforms, human rights advocacy, and then we have many global coalitions which are advocating for change in many countries. And then going back to the importance of SDG 16, I'll just say that, for example, the corruption in 2023, it was estimated that corruption costs the global economy $3.6 trillion annually. And then there are 70 million people displaced by conflict by 2023, and I believe it might be more in 2025. And 1 in 4 children, according to statistics, experience violence before the age of 18. So there are a couple of things that everyone can do for this, but let's now. I mean, my last focus and my last remarks are on the youth contribution, on how we can contribute to implementing SDG 16. Basically, it is very simple. It is an obligation actually of the governments to implement all the SDGs in cooperation with the private sector and with international organizations and other actors. But then where does the youth come here? The point is that the governments will not many times act in the interest of the youth, and I've seen very recently some other groups like the aging population that are complaining about them not being included in the programs and not being fully acknowledged in the SDGs and so on. But here is how youth can contribute and how youth can basically in every country push their governments to implement SDG 16. So first of all, youth can advocate for justice and human rights. Young people can support peace and justice organizations. They can raise awareness about corruption and violence. And then next, they can also engage in community programs promoting inclusivity. As we already heard from many participants here that they were already involved in these activities in their respective countries. But then the main point here is that, as I said, I wanted to focus specifically in this, and I think SDG 16 again is crucial for a fair and more peaceful world, and we need strong institutions and justice systems that create stable societies, and as everyone has a role in promoting peace and accountability, I believe that young persons have actually a big stake in this and have a role to play. And I thank you so much for this opportunity to address the participants in this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Erwin, for this presentation on sustainable development goals, and particularly SDG number 16, which is very important because without peace and security, there is no sustainable development. Now, I would like to hand it over to my colleague, Cemre Ulker. So she will share some of the opportunities at United Nations in terms of jobs, internships, and fellowships, and other global platforms.
Thank you so much, Mehmet, and thank you so much, Erwin, for your insightful notes as an introduction to SDGs. As he also noted, all 17 goals are very much interdependent on one another and covering different areas, varying from economic development to ending inequalities, poverty reduction, gender equality, peaceful, just, strong institutions, climate change, you name it. The resources are shared in the chat, so we look forward to you to explore them more in your free time. Now, this part of the presentation will be focusing on the opportunities and available human rights advocacy platforms for young individuals at the United Nations platforms. And I would like to start this note that besides our expectation of you attending 2 events in person, in preference, if not available, virtual, and writing a blog post, to receive your certificate of completion for the program, all these links that I'll walk you through are on your own self-motivation to go ahead and achieve these opportunities. So please watch me walking you through the links. All these links and resources will be shared with you, so you don't need to rush taking notes. Just please focus on the screen as I'll be I'll do my best to wrap this up as we have limited time only, but please, we're at your disposal to request a meeting if you're interested in one particular opportunity that I noted here. Give us a call, reach us over email. We can sit down one day for an hour to walk you through in details of these upcoming opportunities. So to start off, this link, the civil society section of the United Nations, is particularly designed to keep its civil society network, like us, Journalists Emeritus Foundation, in affiliation with Department of Global Communications or other civil society organizations engaged in Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC of UN, in loop sharing upcoming information and available events open for our participation. So I would really appreciate, please go ahead and look out for this civil society section of United Nations, and I will ask everybody to subscribe here in this tab at the very right of this website, so that you'll be able to receive weekly notices of upcoming events. And I would say many of the events these days at UN, particularly after the COVID, is hybrid. So you're able to attend most of the events on virtual means as well. So it's going to be very easy for you to find at least 2 online events, but I will be sharing more on the WhatsApp as opportunities arise. But here you'll be able to scroll down, get yourselves up to date on what's going on at UN and see if there are any youth-led events or conferences organized by civil society organizations like Journalists Emeritus Foundation, and choose any opportunity that really interests your expertise area or your academic studies. Here you'll be able to see links, registration portals, and so forth. So this is very crucial. I would appreciate if everybody can please subscribe here and look out for the information coming from the civil society section of the United Nations. Next, I would really appreciate all these. Please note that we expect you to explore in the next coming weeks, because this is all time consuming, and I'm just very briefly introducing you the links and opportunities. When you click on the youth section here at the same website, civil society section of the UN, you'll be able to see the stakeholder or committee of young individuals from the age of 18 to 32 who are nominated to take leadership at this Department of Global Communications Civil Society Youth Representatives Program. And this opportunity is available for us to nominate a young leader as well, could be among you. So this committee is working year-long to create an academic calendar for UN to decide what topics are interested for the young individuals to participate from different parts of the countries, including orientation sessions, training programs, and so forth. So that would be great if you can please take a look at this steering committee. And here you'll be able to see the members. This is very important because then you will have an idea on what kind of a background do you need to serve in such platform. And as you will be seeing, we have members here from USA, Nigeria, Sri Lanka, Mexico, and so forth. So it's a very, very diverse committee setting up the agenda of United Nations Civil Society Corner that is interest to young individuals. And at this platform down below, you will see additional resources. This is another link that I would really appreciate you to explore, because here, besides the ones that I'll be walking you through, you will see many other pages, Twitter addresses, Instagram addresses, where you can be very much staying up to date on upcoming opportunities, any trainings, certificate programs, or panels that you can nominate yourself even to take leadership. So please explore this as you go along in the program of young, our Global Youth Leadership Program. It's down below here, additional resources. Moving on, I would like to introduce you to Felipe Polier. He is the first ever Assistant Secretary for Youth Affairs, which means that over the years, young individuals have been advocating to have a high-level representation at the United Nations, below the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. We have these Assistant Secretary Generals sharing their expertise on particular topics, and youth affairs is one of them. And we're grateful to have leadership of Felipe, and he's very active both on Twitter and Instagram, sharing resources for young individuals to create platforms for us to speak our projection on how to establish peace and sustainable development. So please go ahead. If you're more on Twitter, you can follow him here, but he is very active on Instagram too. And as I noted, I'll be sharing these links with you later on. And UN Youth Office is the primary office that Felipe, Assistant Secretary General Felipe Polier, is leading. Another social media platform that I highly recommend you to stay up to date, as more resources are announced here from different departments of UN. As you see, as I scroll down, you will see many virtual and hybrid opportunities. So please rest assured that over the course of next 6 months, you will have plenty of opportunities to get engaged. Moving on, we have the ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council of the United Nations Youth Forum. So this is one of the most primary platforms where United Nations convenes young individuals, young professionals under the age of 32 to come to UN or attend panels on hybrid means to discuss different agenda items. This is taking place every April. And if you have means available, please get in touch with us. We would love to have you here participate at this convention too. And every year they have different teams, and I just want to scroll through the 2024 forum because this year's team is not established yet. But as you see here, hundreds of young individuals are coming to New York to attend this, and virtual participation is also available. And here you'll be able to see listed events, online opportunities, or what kind of topics is UN expecting you to put forward your inputs, share your vision for global peace and security. For example, last year we have discussed youth shaping sustainable and innovative solutions to implement the 2030 agenda. Please, as you have free time, scroll down these resources. Coming to the portfolios and links to search for internships and career opportunities. So this is a quite big world, and landing on a job opportunity or internship opportunity may take even a couple years. But I want to note that if you have any interest in being a part of this multilateral system, this international body, the pathway forward really starts by your engagement in such programs like Generous Emeritus Foundation's Global Youth Leadership Program, because building expertise and your CV doesn't really happen overnight or over a couple of months. So therefore, we expect you to reach out to us to explore more on what's going on here at careers portals or start attending events, so that when there's a call at this website for an internship or a job opportunity, you be ready. So careers.un.org is the main portal where I would really appreciate if you have an interest in being a part of this family to go forward and explore. When you go down, to the website, you will see many links here, but I'll pull up some of those that you need to focus on so that you don't get lost. So here on this link, this is very important for me to show it to you because we have expertise areas here, job networks. So for example, I have heard that we have tech leaders in the group. We have international experts emerging. So even if your major is in economics, you have a place at UN. If you're business major, for example, we have job opportunities here varying from finance to administration, conference management. If you're a science major, you will see that there are jobs available for medical professionals or natural and life sciences majors, legal affairs, or even information technology, cybersecurity, media technology, telecommunications. So there is a space for everybody at the United Nations, as implementing these 17 goals require professionals from all different backgrounds. So this is very important that you explore if there's any interest area here for you. Or when we speak of New York, we might think that when we speak of UN, the New York and Geneva headquarters may come popping up at your minds as a first instance. However, UN has offices and entities working across the globe, and you can even search for internships or job opportunities here in the global map as well. This screen shows you the available job posts. So this can be a quicker way to look out for existing opportunities as well. As I noted, all these links will be shared. Okay, let's move on. So when you click on search job button here, this list of available job posts will be opening up. But surely, as I noted, this is a long journey. But you can be starting to establish your career portal even when you have minimum 2 years of work experience. And it's been over a decade that I'm engaging at these platforms. And I would tell you that taking this journey from early on, while you start building your career path, is way easier to get into the UN system. Because think of this, as you build up more work experience, you will have more competition. Going upwards in the system, people will be even more and more competitive. So if you have any plans, if you're interested in the work of UN, please start looking from today onwards on in which capacity you can be a part of this system. But as of today, I think the ideal option here will be the internships. So in this category, you can just click on internships, and the list of available options will come up for it, from Paris to Geneva, Hague, New York, Bangkok. See, you have over tens of pages internships here. Many of those, I would say, are in person, but I assure you that there will be virtual opportunities as well. Internships are mostly for people who are doing their final year of college studies or recent graduates. So if you're about to end your program, this is the time to apply. But even if not, even if you're a freshman or in your second year of studies, now is really the time where you can see the description, expected qualifications, duties, and responsibilities, so you build up your background accordingly. And two other resources that I want to make sure that I cover today are the Young Professionals Program. So the Young Professional Program is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity that engages professionals under the age of 32, opening a career portal here for people with less than 2 years of experience. So getting into UN maybe seem like a very big goal, but we have this examination where you can take this exam And if you succeed, next stages will be interviews. There are a couple things that we need to be cautious here. By the time that you apply, you have to be below the age of 32, and you need your first level university degree at hand. So you have to be a undergrad graduate. And every year, the exams are announced, the fields of exams are announced around May. And in order to apply, there are certain countries eligible. So you have to be the national of countries, member states participating at this examination system to sit for this exam and go forward. If anybody is interested, I know this seems complicated now, but I'll be more than happy to walk you through at some other time. So please explore this website. And likewise, there is one more opportunity, Junior Professionals Officers Program, where again, the age target is professionals below 32, where UN wants to ensure that young people, young professionals are kept aside from the emerging diplomats so that they have their rest assured space to apply for jobs. And again, you have to be the origin of the partnering countries who are in the system of junior professional officers. And here there are dozens of countries. I'm pretty sure most of our participants can be one of these. So please, once you read out more about this, keep me posted as well. I would love to walk you through. And lastly, I will mention about the Inspira and end it here to receive any questions. So I would really appreciate over the course of this program, young Global Youth Leadership Program, that you create your portfolio at the Inspira. Inspira is the career portal of the United Nations where you will be applying to any form of internship or job opportunity. And you don't need one available post to open your account. Go ahead, explore this, upload your CV, fill out the questions here. And here you will be able to see your applications, or let me pull this up. One another good thing is that as you build up your career, you can even sign up for UN Global Talent Pool. So this on this link, when you subscribe here, as you build your CV here, in terms of your interest areas, you'll be able to get alerts, internship alerts, training alerts, or job opportunities for young individuals, which matches your career portal. So UN gives up some heads up for you to apply at these opportunities. So these are some of the links that I very briefly wanted you to go over. And there are many more, as I'll be keeping the WhatsApp group very active. There are young representatives of European Union, African Union sharing resources. I'll be sharing these individuals who post terrific conference opportunities, job opportunities. But I would really appreciate, as I noted, till the next session, February, if you have any questions, once you read out more on these resources, please let's get in touch and sit down. We're available at your disposal, as I noted, to walk you through in any particular application that you're interested in. So thank you. I'll be sharing the links. If you have any questions, I think now is the time that we proceed with questions and reminders from our team.
Thank you, Cemre. I think this was a very comprehensive presentation on the opportunities at United Nations, and this is recorded and it will be posted on our website, on our YouTube account, so you can always go back and watch, Cemre's presentation, and besides, she will be share these links. But now, if you have any questions about these, career opportunities, fellowship, internship, job, career opportunities, I think this is a good time. You can either unmute yourself and ask a question, or if you want, you can just raise your hand and we can, have a line of questions. All right, now it's over to you guys. We want to hear your questions, reflections, anything that you would like to share.
This can be about the program too, Global Youth Leadership Program, expectations, events, how to find which resource. Or if not a question, a feedback. Yes.
I had a question about the program in April at New York. Is there any stuff we need to do to go to that? Like, I would like to attend. What are the certain stuff I would need to complete or need?
Sure. Thank you, Isaac, for your interest. And I believe you're based in Virginia, so that might be convenient for you to come to New York, and we can speak more on this. But there will be many in-person events taking place in New York. Once the concept note is ready, once the listed events are published at the ECOSOC Youth Forum, I'll be keeping the group posted. And as you plan your schedule, and if you're interested, we will be happy to have you to come to New York, meet the team in person and attend events. I'll be providing more guidance on this coming up. I believe by mid-February latest, the agenda should be up.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Anything else? Any feedback? Anything that sounded interesting to you?
Or you can share your expectations with us, because this program is designed on a mutual agreement. So we would like to hear from you. What are your expectations? What are some of the things that you would like to learn, so we can design our program accordingly?
And I know that this was a big chunk of information, but please be assured that we are available here anytime that you make a reach out. Out of tens of links that I walked you through, we can sit down for an hour, have our time to very detailedly go over these, as we have our meetings once a month. I could only spare about 20 minutes. But me, Mehmet, Mr. Arvin, all of us here would be pleased to meet over again to discuss anything in detail. Any other feedbacks, questions, or maybe we can move on with what to expect upcoming in February, or any other reminders that Mehmet has in his notes?
If you don't have any volunteers, then I will take the privilege to, put some of you guys on the spot, if that's okay. Medina, you want to share some reflections about the first sessions?
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing a lot of information. Honestly, most of these links I didn't know about, existence of these links, and it's really, now I feel like how much I need to hard work to manage to participate in that kind of programs. And my expectations from this program is, I think the first one is receiving some mentorship from experienced leaders and the professionals in this field, and also to receive some maybe learning about some different perspective. So what else? And of course, emphasizing the importance of that kind of programs and the sustainable development programs. So yeah, just I also, after this meeting, I need to analyze, I need to reflect on this meeting. But yeah, it's my the first thing that I want to share with you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. We will definitely have mentors to help you out. So once we form our working group based on your interest and your academic, background. Then we will definitely have some mentors to help you through. Now, let me just give the floor to Bengisu. As I said, I'll put you on the spot. Bengisu, some reflections?
Hi. So yeah, I really appreciate for this opportunities. Yeah, I agree with Medina. I didn't know all about these links, opportunities, and I'm studying human rights right now. This is my last year, and I think this program and the links you provided will be super helpful for me and for my future career. And I really appreciate your time, your efforts, everything. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. We're so great to be among you. Now, let me give a couple of, maybe persons. Burak Yalvaç from USA. Any reflections?
Yeah, kind of going based off what my other colleagues said, like the UN, just like seeing like that there's job opportunities because I'm an engineer. So normally like as an engineer, you would think, oh, like only the big companies would have job openings. But after like seeing all the links, I'm pretty like I guess like personally, I would love to be on like the environmental end. I mean, I'm electrical, hybrid vehicles, stuff like that. And just seeing like the insight that the UN could also have positions related to, efficiency, electrical things like that. It kind of widened my eyes, even though it was like 20 minutes. Thank you so much, Cemre, for, showing us the ropes.
Of course, my pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, Cemre's presentation was so amazing that there is a space for everyone at the UN. So it's a big ocean of information and opportunities. Now let's give maybe one last, opportunity for Gulnar from UK.
Yeah, I think everything that needs to be said has been said, but yeah, it was very clear. Yeah, thank you for showing us the way. Thanks a lot. I'm looking forward.
Great. So now I would like to just share some, reminders before we close this session. So basically, so this event, all right. So, we have some fee submissions. I know that some of you guys have already submitted the fees. So we would appreciate if those who have not to do it. And we also would like you to, create your profile. I think Priyanka shared a profile that you can share, you can create and share on your social media, LinkedIn, and share it with us so we can proudly, disseminate that, Gulnar or, whoever is our youth leader from this country and that country. Another important thing is we have 6 sessions, so it is mandatory for you to participate at least 4 out of 6 sessions to get the certificate of completion. So sometimes we know that life happens, things happen. In that case, please let us know ahead of time or, for what the situation is so we can know about it. And another thing, so we need your consent. We would like to get your consent for publishing your photos and bios on our promotional materials and our JWF websites, jwf.org and jwfacademy.org. So if you have any, reasons that you don't want your photos to be published, just let us know so we can act accordingly. So we will not ask everyone to get the consent, but if you do not want to give your consent, let us know ahead of time. So the next session will be on February 27th, on Thursday again at 10 a.m. in Eastern Time, and we will be talking about women's empowerment and gender equality. We will have amazing speakers and young role models with you. And lastly, I would like to share an opportunity with you, which is Global Voices. So we have this event as a part of the UN World Interfaith Harmony Week. So we would like to hear youth interfaith digital storytelling campaign. So this is it. And we would like to welcome you to participate for this call for, global youth voices. You can either, share a message or a poem on peace and harmony, or you can, join a challenge for youth or 30 days of kindness. So it's on our website. On the deadline is February 21st, but however, on February 26th, we will have a screening, a webinar, and we will showcase some of the videos from this event, and we will share the links where you can watch these videos on our YouTube account. And now I will be sharing this on the chat. Okay, so just to let you know. Okay, so over here, if you want, you can go on to the YouTube to Journalists and Writers Foundation. If you scroll down, okay, so you will see World Interfaith Harmony Week. These are youth voices. Okay, and then so if you want to go back to our Youth Leadership Program 2024, we have the sessions. If you want to go back, you can look at it. And for this year, we will again post our recordings over here. You can always go back. And also, for COP29, remember, these are some of the interviews conducted by our two colleagues in COP Climate Summit. And you can visit our, YouTube account, see other programs and events. And just, very quickly, so this is the SDGs conference, which is organized by the Journalists and Writers Foundation. We're going to talk about it later on, but again, this is something that we would like you to take a look when you get a chance, okay? And then we can, start, building our relationship and also, learn more opportunities. So that's basically it on my end. And maybe Irvin, do you have any other final thoughts, reflections?
No, thank you so much. I mean, I wouldn't have anything else. Just I wish a lot of success to everyone, to every participant here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your participation. And we would like to close with your final thoughts and reflections, Cemre.
Well, thank you so much, Mehmet. I think you covered pretty much all reminders. Just one last thing, maybe please make sure that you're in our WhatsApp group, because as I hear more upcoming virtual events, hybrid events, or any Instagram of any young leader from UN that I would appreciate you to follow up, I'll be posting all those links at the WhatsApp group. If not yet, please join. I shared the link in the meeting chat, and my number, Mehmet numbers, Priyanka's number, we're all available at WhatsApp. If you want to reach out, please go ahead. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
See you.